Back at it.
Yes, sir. We back.
Yes, sir.
Podcast. Keep it 100.
Keep it 100, man. With our new special guest.
Yes, Spencer Legg, my
What's
brother.
up, everybody? Is there a camera I'm looking into, or I'm just
Yeah, you looking at that one right
this
there.
one? Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah, better known as Spank.
That was the morning he told me, he was like, I was like, what'd you have for breakfast? You already eat? He was like, yeah, I had gravel this morning. I was like, what? And he was like, yeah, that's what I eat every morning. And what? He drops all these like corny phrases. I don't even know how to react. Started at Charleston. It was wasn't as clean and, you know, kind of connected as it's become here.
No doubt.
But yeah, I mean, Spencer's stand this year has been huge. Like, we've taken off. We've like tripled our numbers of followers and people we've reached. And basically our goal is to kind of just, there's no one thing we're doing. It's just like any way I can give back, I'm trying to, you know?
What's up, everybody? I'm Kasean Pryor. To my right here is Noah Waterman, and we are your hosts of Keep It 100. We are super excited to bring this show to you guys, as we will be having weekly episodes featuring some of our other teammates and other Louisville athletes. Please check us out on Apple, Spotify, and YouTube, and don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe. Thank you guys for checking us out. Enjoy the show.
Back at it.
Yes, sir. We back.
Yes, sir.
Podcast. Keep it 100.
Keep it 100, man. With our new special guest.
Yes, Spencer Legg, my
What's
brother.
up, everybody? Is there a camera I'm looking into, or I'm just
Yeah,
looking
you
at
looking at that one right
this
there.
one? Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah, better known as Spank.
Yes, sir.
How'd you get the nickname Spank, bro?
Yeah, where'd they come
That's a
from?
good prompt to start it off. So like my family friend, probably I was like middle school, elementary school.
Okay.
Spencer was always Spencer and Spence, but one day they were like, "What about Spanky? Like, we like Spanky for you. Like, that's little Spanky," because that was my, you know, kind of it fit with the attitude. And then third grade, I went to a new school, and like we went around a circle. They were like, "Everyone, tell me your name," and I was like, "My name's Spanky." And
Yeah.
from then on, it just kind of fit. So
How old were you then?
I must have been like 12.
Oh, okay. So it's been going on for a long time now. Okay.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay, yeah.
And then PK just picked it up and ran with it.
Yeah, no
like he
doubt.
doesn't. I think he might have forgot my name.
That's how you introduce
Yeah, I
yourself to
think
me.
that's
You were
how
like,
you
"Hi,
introduce
my name's
them.
Spank."
Yeah,
I was like, "Oh,
because I knew it was
Spank."
coming, so I was just might as well get to it.
Spanky.
You know, I'm like, hold on, that's your real name?
I don't know if call him Spanky. Spank, okay.
Javon's like the only one that calls me Spencer.
Spence.
Yeah.
You like it, Spence.
I might start
Okay.
calling you Spencer.
No
Feel
doubt.
me? Switching the
You sound like
back.
my mom. Like I'm in trouble.
No.
So kind of just talk about how you ended up here at Louisville. You know, you ended up here, I think, was it after the summer? You kind of came in late and
Yeah.
kind of just, you know, came in right at the perfect time, actually. So how'd that come about?
Yeah. So I was with Kelsey and the whole staff at Charleston
For
and that
2
was-
years?
for 2 years.
2
Yeah,
years.
my freshman and sophomore year, and that was, you know, it was obviously a lot different. It was cool though. Like, I mean, we went to March Madness twice.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
We won. I mean, there was one point we were on a 16-game winning streak.
Yeah.
Both years we just like had killer seasons. And then obviously like that mid-major to high major jump's different. Like being a walk-on at Louisville was definitely different than Charleston, because, you know, everyone's fighting for playing time.
No doubt.
Charleston, like, you know, there was something to work for. It's a little different here, but
Yeah.
you know, I've sort of embraced that role. So
That's good.
anyways, I went to the first day of school. Like the whole summer I wasn't here.
Yeah.
I went to the first day of school at Charleston
Really?
as a regular student, just
That's
like my new
crazy.
life without
Basketball.
without PK.
Yeah.
And I remember coming home that night and I'm like, damn, like I really don't know if I rock with this. Like,
yeah, that's kind of crazy.
you know, you go be an athlete, basketball is all you know. Like you do
Yeah.
it every day.
Right.
Yeah.
And then that night I get a call from Chloe. I'm like, no way. And I pick up the phone. He's like, what's up? You know what? And he's like, he was like, we have a spot for you. We have a kid who didn't come, and we'd love if you came. Like PK and I talked, we'd love if you joined the squad.
Yeah.
And it was a leap of faith. Like I'd never been here. I didn't know anything about it. I mean, I could assume a few things, but leap of faith. Like I got on a plane the next day.
Really? Just like that?
Yeah, still enrolled in both schools.
Yeah.
Did a week here until the ad drop date,
Yeah.
and then I dropped all my Charleston classes and officially a part of the
just
team.
like that, right? Okay.
So you knew right away. You were like, "Ah, I'm coming."
Yeah, I mean, I feel like I had to. Everyone I talked to was like,
This is no brainer, right?
You can't do both, you know?
Yeah, no, that's
You
facts.
can't, like, either you're in or you're out. So I had to be in.
No doubt.
When
But
you
obviously glad I did it.
when you first pick up like a basketball, kind of
Yeah.
run us through that. Like,
That's a good question. Probably like, I mean, the age a lot of other people pick up a basketball, you know, like elementary school, like preschool, stuff like that. My one of my like more fun basketball memories, my dad was my coach on this team. We played in like the Jelliff League. It was like the local league in DC.
you were getting buckets.
Here's the thing. We had, I mean, you go down this roster right now, we had kid we just played at Pitt, number 5, was our point guard. Our big man is an outside linebacker at Ohio State, just won a national championship. We had this kid, Jamal, plays at Nebraska as a leading receiver. Like, we had a crazy team, and it was, oh my God, we were like, I don't think we lost a game legit for like 2 years. Full court press every game.
You guys won state championships?
No, I mean, this was like,
AAU?
like
Was that
local
AAU?
little rec league
Oh, okay.
Okay.
from like 3rd to 6th grade.
Okay. Nice.
And having my dad as a coach was hilarious, but
That's
you.
that's always good to have. Kind of let's talk about like your foundation now. I know some people probably aren't aware of what you've been doing and just kind of growing this past year. How long has your foundation been going on now?
So
kind of speak about it.
So we rebranded this year into Spencer Stan. We used to not have that name.
Or just tell us kind of what you do and what you're fighting for, your cause, stuff like that.
Yeah, for sure. Probably like honestly the biggest reason I'm here right now. And the more I do it, the more it's like kind of turned into, it's kind of my mission, you know, like
Yeah,
now.
no
Right.
doubt,
But
no
we
doubt.
started last year at Charleston just based off the fact that I was kind of vocal about being type 1 and having diabetes. And we just got so much outreach in the community, fans and stuff like that. Like, hey, like you're a role model to my son or like to my daughter or like, could you come to this? And you know what, like with like the way NIL works and just this whole new landscape, we're like, let's see if we can do something with this, you know?
Yeah.
Like, let's see if we can, like, let's pave the way. Let's be forward about this. So we started at Charleston. It was wasn't as clean and, you know, kind of connected as it's become here.
No doubt.
But yeah, I mean, Spencer Stan this year has been huge. Like, we've taken off. We've like tripled our numbers of followers and people we've reached. And basically our goal is to kind of just, there's no one thing we're doing. It's just like any way I can give back, I'm trying to, you know? So we host kids at games. I'll hop on Zooms with kids if they can't come to a game or if they're not local. Or if a kid wants to hang out and work out or talk about whatever, whether it's diabetes or like their favorite NBA player. So yeah, it's just it's my way of giving back. And yeah, I'm appreciative. Like everyone's been really supportive of it.
Nah, that's big time. When did you first get diagnosed with type 1? And
Type
and
1.
what are some of like the hurdles you had to go through being a Division I athlete and making your path to where you are now? Like, how hard was that, and what are things you had to kind of get around?
Yeah, so I was diagnosed when I was 11. Was just like a normal kid before that, you know, playing with all my classmates in basketball, football.
Right.
And then slowly towards that fall of my 4th grade year, I started just losing a bunch of weight and, you know, just visibly looking sick, and everyone kind of knew something was wrong. But no one really knew what it was. And one day I was just walking in my house in DC as a 4th grader, and I just passed out. And I woke up. My parents had taken me to the hospital, and you know, just super emotional. It was such a traumatic experience, really not knowing what was happening and feeling that type of way. And they told me I was type 1, and I was in the hospital for a little while. And yeah, just kind of lucky that I had parents who were able to be like supportive and responsive. And
Right.
yeah, I mean, once they told me, we just kind of hit the ground running. You know, everyone was like, keep your head up. Like the hardest thing about it, and I think one of the biggest reasons I'm trying to give back so much right now is like when they tell you that initially, they don't tell you that this is something that you're doing for like a couple of days. They're like, this is a lifetime disease.
Right.
You got to do this for a while. So yeah, I mean, I hit the ground running. I'm great family, great support system. Tried to get back to just living life as a normal kid in elementary school from then on. And yeah, and kind of as time grew on, I got better at dealing with it, got better at handling it. Got more comfortable with myself, like you would in anything, you know.
Right.
Do you think it affected you sports-wise, or did that come to your mind originally when you were told that, like, man, I'm gonna be able to play basketball, or what originally came to your mind when you first knew that?
Yeah, no, it definitely did, because my first year I wore this was like, I mean, this is 10 years ago, so technology was still a little different. I had this big sensor I had to wear on the back of my arm, and I hated it. Like, it would beep. It was the worst. And you know, like in practice, sometimes it had this big thing on my, and then we get knocked off, or people would ask what it is.
Yeah.
Right.
And that was one of the hurdles for sure. Kind of learning to live with it, but then learning to be able to talk about it. You know, having to respond to people and say what it is and what it is I deal with.
No doubt. Okay. Well, how's your transition been coming into Louisville now with the same coach staff you've been, and what's kind of been the difference now from Charleston that you see here at Louisville?
That's a good question. Yeah. I mean, I know PK. I feel like, I mean, y'all know him well, but I feel like I know him like the back of my hand.
No, yeah.
And I've been watching him like go throughout this process. It's kind of weird. Like, I'm like sort of proud of him in a way. You know, like Charleston's not Louisville. Like, we're not. I mean, that's a mid-major, and then before that he was at Winthrop.
Right.
So I feel like he's on this path right now.
Yeah.
And yeah, it was super easy with the coaching staff. It was the first workout practice we had. I'm like, oh, I know exactly what we're doing.
Right.
You know, I know the drills. I know what they want. And like terms of a culture, like PK always told me, he's like, you're a culture builder. Like, you're a culture keeper. Like, we need you kind of to have that sort of role here. And I was like, sure, I'll do it. So yeah, it's been cool.
Okay.
Did you know PK before Charleston, or was that the first time you met him?
No, Charleston. Yeah, I mean, like my freshman year
Okay.
was the first time. I actually tell you, so that summer before I committed, I met with him at like some hotel in Charleston when I was on my visit. And this is back when he was, you know, he was building his culture. So he was really sensitive on who we brought into it. He wanted to make sure like every person was checked and fitted.
Right.
And we're sitting down at this like hotel lobby eating breakfast. It's like 8:30 in the morning. And he's just like up in my face, just like as close as you could get, like uncomfortable. And I'm like, wow, like are all coaches like this? And that was the morning he told me, he was like, I was like, what'd you have for breakfast? You already eat? He was like, yeah, I had gravel this morning. I was like, what? And he was like, yeah, that's what I eat every morning. And what? And he drops all these like corny phrases. I don't even know how to react. He was like, you know, I make coffee nervous, right? I was like, what? He's like, you know, most people say coffee makes them nervous. I make coffee nervous. And yeah, that was the first time I met him, but definitely off the bat, I knew that he was going to be a character.
Right.
So,
That's wild.
I got a similar experience to that. What was your first time talking to Coach?
Please. I'm excited to hear this.
Nah, it was just through the recruiting, low key. Just that was my first time ever talking to him. Once I got into the portal, just talked to him, and he really the first thing I realized, I'm like, man, bro, this dude got so much energy, bro.
Unlimited.
Like, I think he called me early in the morning too, and he's like, hey, how you doing? I'm like, whoa. I'm like, bro, it's a little early for this. But he's always really energized, and when I came here on my visit, he was the same way, just pacing around, just super, you could tell how much he loved basketball and how much he wanted to build something special here. And I'm like, oh, all right. So, it was a cool experience, but you known him longer than I have, low key. So
I met him 2018, 2019, my senior year.
You did?
Yeah, it was like 6 a.m. He was recruiting me to Winthrop, going in my senior year already. He came to watch me and my point guard work out with my coach early in the morning, and he liked me a lot. He wanted me to come there. And
you might be glad you didn't do that.
Yeah. PK was way
probably
different.
wouldn't have come back.
Yeah, PK was way
in a good
different
way.
now than he was then. But no, I know PK for a while, so that's how I was able to come here to Louisville, keeping that relationship, with him through the recruiting process, and so I ended up.
So he went back and found you a couple years later.
Yeah, he found me. He actually tried to get me again out of JUCO to South Florida, and then I just, I don't know I didn't really know if I wanted to go to Charleston at the time, and I didn't know what the team was looking like, and then obviously again once I left South Florida, he was right back calling me to recruit me.
Boom, he finally got you.
Yeah, he finally got me.
Took a little while, but man.
No, you ever had a coach like PK?
Have I? No, never had a coach.
Here's
like
a better
PK.
question: you ever met a person like PK?
Energy wise, maybe, but nah. I mean, I think PK is one of a kind.
Yeah, he is
Not
one of a kind
consistently
guy.
like that.
Yeah,
just
I thought
every
it.
day.
He says that's his gift. It really is.
I thought it was fake at first. You know how coaches kind of put on a face. I'm like, this is fake energy.
Yeah, like he
this
just
is
had
gonna
a coffee,
die down.
he's feeling good.
Bro,
like, he's not
yeah.
gonna.
I'm like, this is gonna die down, and then nope.
Not at all.
Good or bad. Yeah,
It does not matter. He's the same guy.
Every day, so.
It's wild.
Yeah, good. That's credit to coach and the staff.
You think
Being consistent.
you think he's calmed down a little bit from Charleston to here? Do you see the differences in him or not really?
So when I got to Charleston the year before, they had, it was his first year there, so they had to kind of rebuild. This is probably before you could swap in and out transfers and like do all this stuff you can do now.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
So I think they were even 500 of the year, like 16 and whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And I talked to the other kids in the team, and like every time that we'd win a game or he would just kind of like 5 minutes off practice or 5 minutes less of scout. So I think
Mm-hmm.
once he started to realize that the culture wasn't gonna. I mean, we can like we can shoot poorly or we can even lose a game, but if the culture's not bending and like we're like doing what we're supposed to do, then I think the more he got comfortable with that, the probably got a little chiller.
Yeah.
No doubt.
No, yeah, and that's one thing I like about him is it's not about the game results. It all happens before, and he preached that right when
Has he ever got mad at you for missing a shot?
Never, not one time.
Never.
He tells you to shoot him again because he knows you put in the work and it's gonna show.
No doubt.
You know what I mean? So just having that confidence with the coach is a big time thing, I think, for just players in general. But
what we've been able to do this year, and through all the adversity, has been crazy. To see the team.
Yeah. Did you think we were gonna be top 25, bruh?
See,
be honest.
Yeah. Someone asked me this other day. Shame on me for when the season started dipping a little bit and like not believing in PK. Because every year I feel like it's been this. We had last year when we went on that crazy run and had one of the best like win streaks in history of college basketball.
Mm-hmm.
We played in some tournament in Myrtle Beach in the beginning of the season. Lost 2 straight to like Vermont and Wyoming.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone's down.
Yeah.
And I'm like, wait, no, like this is give a lot of credit to PK, but like the team he builds like isn't gonna quit.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
So yeah, no, I mean I feel like I knew at this point, like I seen enough of it. Like this team will turn into something.
No doubt.
No, yeah.
Either like it'll happen or we'll make it happen.
Yeah.
No, that's facts.
Yeah, I knew early. I could tell we were gonna be.
We been telling everybody since the first podcast, bruh. We been telling everybody.
Yeah, this team is different.
Uh-huh.
One of the best teams I've been on.
No,
I mean, without
that's
you,
facts.
bro, like you were like,
no doubt. Despite like I said, adversity, injuries.
it's not as fun without you, by the way.
No, that is true.
Yeah, we
is
can
true.
echo that. It's
I
not.
appreciate it.
That
man.
is true.
I do miss playing with these boys, and as long as I was winning, hey, I'm winning. I'm cool. So
First practice you were out, Vaughn, like we brought it in. Vaughn brought it in. Javon was like we're missing KP. Like he's our voice. He's our energy guy. You know what I'm saying? Like so everyone had to next man up type of thing.
That is true.
Yeah.
You think he's got the best energy in like a teammate that you've been with?
Yeah.
On the court. I'm talking about games, practice.
Games, I like that.
Games. I'm gonna say yes. Games. 100%.
Best trash talker I've ever played with for sure.
Best.
He's up there.
Okay.
No, for sure. Because that's not really PK's thing. Like PK will play on a team that like where no one. We had a team like that at Charleston where like no one
said nothing.
Anything.
Yeah.
It was like an Ivy League school. You know what I'm saying? Or like
or
like a military academy. We just it's actually kind of lame.
Yeah.
But
we've gotten loose this year for sure.
No, that's facts.
Yeah.
That is facts.
But like those moments, like those adversity, like on the court or like against another team, that's what makes the team closer,
No, 100%.
That
I
is
think you
facts.
guys found a way real quickly to come back together and be a strong unit. After that first, after that Ole Miss game, you guys really turned it around.
Mm-hmm.
Kept it going. So it's a great sight to see.
No, that is facts. So let's talk about a little bit off the court, man. How do you like the city of Louisville and what do you get into? You talk about your side quests all the time.
Okay.
So what are some side quests that you be doing when you're not on the court?
This is low-key a setup, but no, we're good.
No, we'll blank it out.
No, I definitely I love basketball. Basketball's always been my thing, but I don't know, maybe I'm just a little different in that way that like I like to keep a lot of things moving. I like to, dip into a lot of like different areas. But I'm I like Louisville. I think it's not like other places I've lived. Like I grew up in DC, lived in Charleston. You got to kind of go find the situation or go find a cool little thrift store, find the cool people. But no, I mean I've enjoyed it so far. Mm-hmm. It's a little different change of pace. Nah, but it's been good.
It's been good. Yeah, it's definitely a change. But
yeah, what about you, KP?
Yeah, I've been good, man. Like I said, I've been down the last almost 2 months now. I couldn't walk, but for me, it's the same. Chilling. I just got a new cat, so
yeah,
hanging out with my two.
Yeah, can we talk about that?
Yeah,
Can we talk about the cat, KP's cat situation?
I haven't found a new name for him yet, but he's a purebred man.
It's the first of the species ever. No one's ever seen this cat in the history of the world.
We got to find a picture, put it up there so everybody can see him.
There, but,
it looks like the cat from Alice in Wonderland.
Low key.
Really?
Yeah. Low key.
I forgot his name, Sylvester maybe, or I can't think of it. But yeah, he's an exotic cat. But I still got to find a name for him. But
and it's
cool cat, cool little cat.
It's gonna be like a mini lion, right?
Yeah,
you said it's gonna be like 3 foot.
It's supposed to be like 30 pounds. Probably.
What?
It's crazy.
Long, yeah.
Take him on walks.
Yeah, I could literally use him, put him in a harness, and walk him.
You would kill my dog.
Yeah, you got. Tell us. Let's talk. Tell us about your dog.
Well, I'm not bringing around his cat.
Nobody wants to be that dog. I'm scared of that dog.
You're scared of my dog? Why are you scared?
Remember
of my
last
dog,
time
bro?
you let him out, he almost killed me.
That's because you're scared of him. He likes punking people. If you're scared of him, he's gonna punk you.
Smell your fear.
You know what I mean?
That's exactly what happened. You just got it. I don't want any smoke.
You want to hit him with the 10?
Should we hit him with the 10 questions? I didn't even see the time. Let's do. All right, let's lock in. All right,
let's do it.
Sir.
You know what time it is? 10 questions with Kasean Noah, rapid fire. You want to start us off?
Y'all have these memorized, or
Nope, it's off the top,
baby.
Okay.
All right. Favorite genre of music?
I say old music.
Okay.
Favorite shoe?
Favorite shoe? Stan Smith.
I knew you were gonna say that.
Stan Smith. I got like 10 pairs of them.
Yeah,
Stan Smith.
Okay. Favorite food?
Favorite food? Tacos.
Okay.
Favorite place you've lived?
Favorite place I've lived? Homebody, DC. I love DC.
DC. Okay. Favorite color?
This couch is kind of smooth.
Wow.
What is this, a cream, Dom? This is, I like
okay.
Whatever this is.
Yeah, something like that. Okay.
Yeah, it's tan.
Little tan. Yeah, I can go with that. Little vintage.
Favorite candy?
Favorite candy? Smarties.
Smarties.
Okay.
Because when I was first diagnosed, diabetics have to have candy. And I changed my Instagram to Candyman Swag because I always had candy on me. It was always Smarties.
Smarties. Okay.
Remember you could roll them up and like smoke them?
Yeah,
that's funny. Favorite movie?
Favorite movie? Life of Pi.
Okay.
Most recent show you've been watching?
Series. Yeah.
Oh, I just got big on Lost, the show Lost.
Yeah.
Yep. No, that's a big time
Yeah.
show.
Good.
Like a binge show, just like let it play.
Yeah, no doubt. No, I love Lost. What we at? 7. Favorite restaurant?
Anywhere? Here?
Anywhere. Anything.
I get to plug someone right now. There's an Italian spot in Charleston called Sorelli on Broad Street. Really,
Sorelli?
really fine Italian.
Okay.
Really cool.
What's the best thing to get from there?
They switch up the menu, but the branzino, like the fish they do, is really cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Favorite animal?
Favorite animal. Other than your cat, which is favorite animal. This is, oh my gosh. We're way past 10, by the way.
This is 10 right here. This is 10. Don't avoid the question.
Finish it. Cardinal, obviously. Come on.
Let's go. Let's go.
All right, man.
Hey, man. Hey, appreciate you coming out, boy.
My brother. Appreciate you guys tapping in. Until next time.
All right.
Appreciate you.
Peace.
Thank y'all for tuning in to this episode. I hope y'all enjoyed our conversation. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe wherever you find this podcast. Remember, we're on Apple, YouTube, Spotify. Click that subscribe button. You already know Floyd Street Media has you covered for everything athletics. Follow us on social media for clips and highlights. Until next time, signing out.